Imagine you're standing at the gate, everything going smoothly, you've checked in, cleared security, even boarded ahead of most passengers, only to be told your seat has suddenly changed, and not to something better, but to a spot most travelers try to avoid. In 2026, shifting TSA procedures, updated airline policies, and redesigned cabin layouts are quietly turning certain seats into major travel mistakes. Today, we're breaking down which seats you should think twice about and how they can impact your journey before you even leave the ground. If this helps you travel smarter, make sure to like and subscribe. Starting with the exit row situation, it's early morning at Dallas-Fort Worth, and a seasoned traveler named Michael confidently walks toward his usual favorite, an exit row window seat. Only to be approached just before departure and asked to move, leaving him confused since he's booked that seat for years. But the reality is that in 2026 these seats are no longer guaranteed even if reserved, as airlines are strictly enforcing eligibility rules tied to physical ability, awareness, and communication skills, along with new FAA and TSA-backed systems that monitor passenger behavior in real time using AI-based risk assessments, meaning if someone appears unwell, distracted, or falls into certain flagged categories, they can be reassigned instantly. And this matters because even paying extra won't secure that comfort anymore, leaving you stuck with a worse seat and no refund. So unless you're absolutely certain you meet every updated requirement, it's safer to skip exit rows altogether. Moving on to bulkhead seats, picture a crowded evening flight from JFK where a mother traveling with a toddler initially feels relieved to have extra space behind the cabin divider, but quickly realizes the downsides: no under-seat storage, fixed armrests, and essential items locked away overhead. While bulkhead seats were once considered premium, in 2026 airlines are quietly reclassifying them for passengers with infants, medical needs, or special assistance, increasing the chances of reassignment if you don't meet those conditions, and adding to that are new inconveniences like restricted access to personal belongings during takeoff and landing, limited recline on some aircraft, and constant movement from nearby passengers, turning what seemed like a smart choice into a frustrating experience. Now consider seats near the lavatory, where on a late-night flight all you want is rest, but instead you're surrounded by non-stop foot traffic, bright lights, and noise, and in 2026 these seats have become even more problematic due to increased monitoring of passenger activity in high-traffic zones, meaning crew members pay closer attention to movements around restrooms, sometimes leading to additional checks or scrutiny, while the usual issues like unpleasant smells, accidental bumps, and crowded overhead bins make it even worse, so carefully reviewing the seat map before booking can save you from hours of discomfort. Looking at the rear of the plane, those last few rows often come with louder engine noise, delayed service, and tighter space, but now there's an added layer of inconvenience as airlines and security agencies sometimes use the back section for random checks or secondary screening, meaning you could face additional ID verification or bag inspections even after clearing security, and beyond that, you'll likely experience longer deplaning times, stronger turbulence effects, and limited storage, making it a poor choice especially if you're short on time or traveling with specific needs. Then there's the middle seat, which has gone from simply uncomfortable to highly unpredictable, as modern aircraft now use advanced load balancing systems powered by AI that frequently reshuffle seating arrangements, often targeting middle seats first to maintain proper weight distribution, meaning you could be reassigned at the last minute without warning, and with new biometric boarding systems feeding into these adjustments, passengers are finding themselves part of a process they didn't anticipate, so booking early and monitoring your seat through airline apps is more important than ever. Seats near crew areas are another hidden issue, as what may seem like a quiet and convenient location can quickly turn into a high-activity zone with constant movement, conversations, and operational interruptions, and in 2026 these areas are treated as critical workspaces, meaning passengers nearby may face restrictions on movement or even be relocated, especially during emergencies or in-flight incidents, making them far less relaxing than they appear. Finally, last-minute seat reshuffling has become increasingly common, with airlines relying on advanced systems to make adjustments just before boarding based on factors like weight balance, passenger data, and operational needs, often leaving travelers confused when their assigned seat suddenly changes without explanation, and while flexibility is sometimes required, this trend can lead to lost upgrades, separation from companions, or being moved to less desirable seats, so keeping a record of your booking and staying alert to changes is essential. Beyond all of this, travelers in 2026 are also noticing increased gateside announcements about seat compliance, more frequent requests for volunteers to switch rows, and subtle pressure from staff to accept last-minute changes in the name of efficiency, which can add unexpected stress before departure. While some passengers report that even premium economy and upgraded seats are not immune to sudden adjustments, highlighting how dynamic the system has become, and in certain cases, frequent. Flyers have shared experiences of being moved multiple times before finally settling into a seat, creating confusion and frustration, especially on long-haul journeys where comfort matters most, and with airlines continuing to refine these systems, it's becoming clear that flexibility and awareness are key to navigating modern air travel, so taking a few extra minutes to review seating charts, understanding aircraft layouts, and staying updated through airline notifications can significantly improve your experience, as what used to be a simple choice of window, aisle, or middle has now evolved into a strategic decision that can shape your entire trip, and while these changes aim to improve safety and efficiency, they also require passengers to be more informed and proactive than ever before, making it essential to plan ahead, stay adaptable, and choose your seat wisely if you want a smoother, less stressful journey in today's rapidly changing travel environment.